Hello. So for this dorm tour, we're going to be touring the Dykstra dorm at UCLA. And Dykstra is a residential hall in the Deneve area. So we're going to hit straight in. This is a double in Dykstra. And as you can tell, before we even go in, to enter, you need to swipe in a card as well as enter the PIN number. And so right when you get in, this is how the room looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to close the door. So when you first walk into the room, there is a closet-looking cabinet on this side. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, on that side. With a lot of different shelves. So we got 2 shelves up there and then 2 big ones over here that I'll open in just a little bit. And then we have 2 bars for you to put towels on. And then on this side we have a mirror as well as a bar to put your towels on. And then the same closet looking cabinet is also on this side. And then there's lamps on both of the cabinets, and basically you just push the little button on the side and the lamp turns on. And we actually have a little plug on the side of the lamp, which is pretty cool. And then each room comes with a fan, because the Dykstra or the residential halls, these type of halls don't have AC in them, so they provide with the fan. And then as you can tell, there is a TV in the room. And my friend.
That's actually my fan.
Oh yeah, his fan. And so outside the window, I'm going to open the curtain. Outside the window, there is a pretty nice view, I guess. There is a window panel on the left that you can open. And then there's one on the right that you can also open for air. And this is how the desk looks like. It's pretty standard. There is 3 shelves, so there's the top, middle, and then the bottom shelf. And then you have your little space where you can pull out your keyboard. And then you have a chair. The chair doesn't actually come with a padding, and so that's how the chair looks like. It's like wood. And then we actually just added padding on there. And then there's 3 different drawers. And they're just very simple drawers. So that's how the desks look like. And so obviously we have one on this side and one on that side. And just to show you what the walls look like, the walls are actually corky material, and so you can actually put push pins in the walls. So I went to get a push pin. So for example, you can put push pins in the walls and you can attach whatever you would like onto the walls. So that's pretty cool. And you have plugs. And this is a double, as I said. And so what happened was when they first moved in, the 2 beds that are bunked right now were actually not bunked earlier. And so they just decided to bunk the beds in order to give the room more space. And there's a lot of trash, but that's okay. And the room comes with 1 trash can for these type of rooms, which is this bin right here, and they just basically provided themselves with 2 more trash cans for their convenience of accumulating trash. And that's the bookshelf, or the little 3 space shelves on each of the desks that my other friend just decided to use as a vertical bookcase type of a thing. And there is a fridge that you can basically bring. And to go into the closet real quick, on this side of the closet, we have a top-looking shelf where you can just put little things on. And then we have a middle row where you can attach clothes in or hook clothes on. And then there's actually more room on the bottom for you to put whichever things you would like to do in there. And then in here, there is a mirror there, and then there is a little basket-looking thing where you can store little kits or whatever else you would like to use. And then there is 3 different shelves in here, as well as 4 drawers where you can open to store different things. And then for the top drawers, there's not much in it. It's just some empty drawers that you can store things in, as well as that one. And then you have 2 more up there. So it's the same thing for this side. So there's the 2 up there, there's the 2 in the middle, and then the 2 big cabinets. Okay, so now we're going to go into the halls. Okay, so I am back in the hall, and I'm just walking towards the lounge, which I'm going to show you first. Sorry, it's a little shaky. So we're going to head towards the lounge. The lounge is on the other side of the elevator, so the elevator is on this side. As you can see, there's 2 elevators, and then there's stairs right here. And then there's the lounge where people are working, so I'm just going to show it. Okay, so it's a cool lounge. There's like sofas and chairs and a trash can. Okay, sounds good. Okay, now we're going to go into the restroom, and I'm going to show the women's restroom, since I'm a woman. And so we're gonna head there, and basically every single hall, there is 1 restroom per gender, and they are located on 2 different sides of the hall. And so the women one is on this side of the hall, whereas the men is on that side of the hall. So we're gonna go in here, and to go in you need a room key. So you're going to swipe it and it turns green. I know it doesn't look green, but it turns green. Okay, there's a lot of people in here. Hello, hello. And so the restroom looks like this. There's 3 sinks per side. People are studying in the restroom. That's how cool we are. And then... I'm dyeing her hair. Huh? I'm dyeing her hair. Oh. Well, there. Cool things happen. And then... this is the shower area. And so each of the shower area looks like this. There's like a little thing that you can put shampoo and whatever else you want to put in there, shower caddy. And then you have your shower faucet and a little space for you to shower in. And then when you come out of that, you have like another space where you can change and put like your dry clothes on and things. And so like you can close this door when you're showering. And then the other side, sorry, the other side is the restroom. I mean, there's a lot of different stalls that you can just go and do your business at. And the great thing is about being in a hall restroom is that you never really have to wait. And so there's sinks, and then you have soap, and you have like, and outlets for you to plug things in. Bye guys. And so that is the restroom in a residential hall dorm. And this is Dykstra at UCLA. And Dykstra is basically in the Deneuve area. And so yeah, that concludes the dorm tour video for Dykstra. Hope you enjoyed it.